What's up everybody, Brett here, and I'm back for some more gameplay in Kingdom Rush Frontiers. And we're going to pick up where we left off last time, and I am here to tell you that I'm nearly done with the new Kingdom Rush game, Vengeance. And boy is it fun. I have a few kind of gripes, I guess you'll call them, over some of their kind of mobile paywall business practices, but the game itself is solid and fun, and if you've been kind of on the fence about buying it, I would say don't be. It's an easy purchase at $5. So, yeah, I'm nearly done. I can't wait to finish it. But I'm also very excited to play some more Kingdom Rush Frontiers. I did the Heroic Mode challenges for Crimson Valley, as well as Snapvine Bridge, and I did them with Nivus, and I put 2 levels on him. So we have his maxed out attack range, and some of his other abilities have gotten buffed as well. So he does a lot of damage now, but he cannot fight in combat, in melee combat whatsoever. We also now have some upgrade stars to spend, and because I know what's coming in the next level, that kind of affects how I'm going to build here. But I think I'm going to get Brilliance. And you'll read this: for every other mage tower built, each mage tower gets a bonus to damage. So in the next map, if I remember correctly, we're going to build quite a few mage towers, because I think we do unlock a new and very cool tower, which I think I said to look out for in the last video I posted yesterday. So this is going to be fun. I really want to use Captain Blackthorn. He's kind of my favorite hero at the moment. Kronan is good sometimes, but Snapvine Bridge kind of sucked, and I think I lost a lot of experience by using him. It would have been better had I used Bruxa or even Mirage there. Yeah, so we're going to take Captain Blackthorn. We're going to see how much gold we can generate from this level with his maxed out ability. So the name of the map is Lost Jungle, and let me read the campaign blurb for you. On our way to Makwa Urku, the jungle keeps getting deadlier. As if the tangled maze of roots, trees, and snapvines that have never known the sun's kiss weren't enough, something darker lurks within the thick rainforest. The men feel as if they're being hunted by something not of this world. Almost as unsettling are the necromancers we've enlisted. However, their being against Lord Malagard's plans only stresses the urgency of stopping him. Yeah, so we now unlock necromancers, and we have a cool new enemy type to fight. So let's jump in. And the levels will start getting much harder soon. This is kind of one of the first of the harder levels. So we want to get a hero that's pretty high level, just in case we need kind of a fallback level 10 hero, which is the max. So our new tower unlocked, the Necromancer Tower. Fast shooting. It can raise undead minions from the corpses of fallen foes. So, oh my god, these towers are so good. And we'll get into why in just a second. See if we can find the Predator. I think the last Predator is on this map. There he is. We got him. Did we get the achievement? Is that the last one? Yes. One ugly, you know what. Find all 3 alien hunters. Cool. And you'll see here there's like a bit of a cracked spaceship. And the Predators aren't here on accident. So, any of you have ever seen Alien, you know what these are. And let's see. We have lots of Savage Warriors coming, as well as spiders. They of course blocked off 3 of the strongest positions, which kinda sucks, but we can make do here. We only have 1,000 starting gold. It might be worth it to actually just unlock one of these. And I almost want to unlock this one as well, but I don't think that's necessary. So, as you've seen in the last few builds, it's pretty important where we place our crossbow tower, and then give it that huge range upgrade. And you want it to be in the most central location possible. I think if we put it here and max upgrade it, we'll hit all of these towers, probably this one as well. So I would expect to get a big range buff on all of them. Could possibly put it here and get these 2 as well as maybe these. But I think this is going to be a fine location. Once upgraded, I mean, it'll hit everything. So let's prioritize that. And we will need This is a really good position for a barracks, but we need some redundancy. So one of these positions here is certainly going to be a barracks, and I think it's this one. Yes, let's just go ahead and pull the trigger on that. And we will unlock that because I think that's pretty important to do so. And I don't think once this is upgraded, its effects will reach this position. It might. It'll be very close. But this is certainly another barracks position here, so let's just go ahead and do that. Okay, we've got kind of a nice bare bones defense set up here. And this is a very important position for us. So, and that should be fine. We will place Blackthorn here, and we'll try and get some gold from him. He now has the ability to, I think it's 30% gold from enemies that die near him. So that should be pretty solid for us. Do need to remember that these units all have magic resistance. These guys do not. But we are going to want to get at least level 2 footmen, which are enough to kind of stand and fight. And I think it's important to at least get these two upgraded right away. And then we can start to upgrade maybe our sharpshooter tower, get ourselves that crossbow right away. I really wish I knew how much gold he was generating for us. I'm just kind of assuming it's a good bit. And we've almost got our crossbow fort. But I think these two are going to be our necromancer towers, almost certainly. And we have our barracks placed as far back as possible so that when this is upgraded and has its range upgraded, everything will kind of be under the protection of that. And we'll probably place another Dwarven Bombard here. In fact, it's probably very important that we get this and upgrade it quickly, because this threat here is looming. And I think, like I said, if you've ever seen an Alien movie, I think you know what I'm talking about. We want to get some AoE up and running. We also want to make sure we have anti-air, which is very important. I think we can afford to place another archer tower there. Let's make sure nobody can run by. Give Captain Blackthorn some support. And he gets wrecked, unfortunately. That's okay. We can hold them here for a minute. These Savage Hunters are quite deadly. So in order to keep ourselves from being overrun, we're going to need to get some upgrades. Now let's just nuke them. Captain Blackthorn will give us the bonuses, and we want to hold this guy here. He gives high armor to everyone around him, those of you who may not remember. And we're very close to leaking here. And I think this is fine. We'll probably get an axe thrower tower here, depending on the range that we end up with. I'm not sure what it'll look like. Nice. I love that he also has a ranged attack. It's very important in a hero. So if we get the crossbow fort, which I think is what we're going to end up doing, we'll get a crossbow fort. Okay, here are the new enemies. Parasites. These critters lay eggs inside their victims, which later spawn horrible monsters. Very fast speed, high magic resistance, and they spawn a Reaper. So we need to get rid of them, because this is what they spawn. The Reapers. A terror of unknown origin. Hunters from a faraway tribe. voyage to try and hunt one. So these are what the predators are hunting. They're essentially aliens. High magic resistance, very high damage, and they also have 400 HP, which is not bad. And it's unfortunate because our necromancer is going to be here, but we're going to have a crossbow tower here. We're going to make some strong footmen to help us fight, and we need to get him. Let's bring him here and then drop some fire on these guys and get all that gold. I think that gave us extra gold. It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, we'll get the crossbow fort here and the axe thrower here. And that'll give us lots of DPS kind of in the background if anyone gets past us. So I think he has to be very near them for him to get the gold bonus. We could also make like another little roadblock up here. But the important thing is once we get lots of mage towers, they'll all receive a nice bonus. And I think they already are receiving that bonus. 29 to 53 damage. That brilliance aura. Thinking about putting some sort of archer tower there. But let's go ahead and get the axe throwers first. At some point we're going to want to keep these guys from coming here and mixing with the healers. We just don't quite have the gold yet to do everything we want to do. And there we go. Yeah, we certainly want to be calling early, and we have a new enemy here. So, Pukai Raider. They soar the jungle skies, hunting any trespassers they may find. So flying, ranged attack, and they release these giant birds on death. So they're pretty dangerous if you're not prepared for air. Luckily we have a hero that can target air. He's kind of a short range for it, but he does okay. Let's send him this way. Yeah, let's focus on getting the dwarf. I know I'm a little scatterbrained, guys. We're kind of upgrading as the map itself kind of reveals to us what it needs us to do. If we build too much in one area, we could easily find ourselves kind of overwhelmed in another. These are a type of unit that's kind of meant to overwhelm you. The riders will show up here. They'll start killing our footmen. And, you know, next thing you know, you've got air units just rolling down that way. I think we're doing fine. But we do want a dwarf tower. These spiders plus the aliens who are like face huggers are going to really overtake us if we're not careful. So if we get the dwarf and then we get the tier 1 upgrade that gives it like a fire AoE, the furnace blast, that'll be very strong. And then we can look to start upgrading these into necromancer towers so we can showcase that new tower for you guys. And this is a really good place for it because as you'll see, it's kind of summons skeleton units. Yeah, and you want to make sure we have the DPS here to kill these parasites. They have very good range, and like they said in the kind of intro of it, it also has very good attack speed. It attacks pretty much as fast as a crossbow tower, which is awesome. And here we go, we finally have it. And it has some really cool abilities. It makes a poison cloud called Pestilence. Sits on the ground, does 20 damage a second, and he also can make a Death Rider. So every unit that gets killed by this I'm pretty sure they have to get killed by it. I don't know if it just like is an on-hit effect. You'll see here it's summoning skeletons for us. They're super weak, but against units like this that are shooting things and stuff like that, it'll absorb a ton of damage for us. And we'll get another one here. And the more of them we get, the higher damage they do. So they have these really fast attacks with really cool animations. Oh, we need to upgrade these guys pretty bad. We'll call early. We have the anti-air we need. And I think we're going to get tier 1 of this because we really need this tower to start contributing to this lane. And now it does. So that's great. And we'll drop some fire. Gotta hate these guys. Get another Necromancer tower there. Yeah, we don't really have the damage to... We'll get another Dwarven Bombard here in a moment. If you can kill the facehuggers while they're still kind of hugging face, then you're generally fine. But we don't have the DPS on the top lane yet to do that. And we need Furnace Blast. As you can see, we're kind of getting pushed in from all sides. More AoE seems to be the answer. I think our hero is generating a lot of extra gold for us. And there we go, some extra gold for us. So these skeletons just kind of stand around until they're needed, which is really nice. Let's get rid of this dude's buffs. And we can get another Necromancer. Colonial Marine. Okay, cool. More achievements for us. And one thing that's cool about them, you can get this guy, the Death Knight, on each of them. So it's another nice strong unit that helps block a lane. They're pretty expensive. Let's see what the upgrades. They increase life, armor, and attack damage. So right now they're kind of strong already. If you want to invest a lot of gold into them, you can. So we'll put one here. We'll kind of spread them around because we're going to have skeletons everywhere, and we want all of our skeletons to get those buffs. Call early. These towers do so much damage, especially to units that don't have any kind of resistance. I don't like how much this one dude is doing to us, though. We need to put something here. Maybe a crossbow fort. Kind of get that right away. Now units that are kind of standing here shooting at us, we should have a good target. And we certainly don't want to leak to like a random spider. I don't mind that we lost our hero there for a second. Yeah, we need to get Furnace Blast. We need to have the ability to clear out all these like chaff dudes that are coming at us, and Dwarf as well. You know, see here, we don't even have the third range upgrade, but look at the range on this. And we did level our... He keeps dying to the AoE, it's pretty rough. Come on, Dwarf. Let's go. Somebody give me some gold. There we go. Drop some hot fire. Get another level of Furnace Blast on that guy. And Pestilence is also very good. I'm not really ignoring it. Well, on wave 13 of 15. We're doing just fine. We can get another Death Knight, and we'll put him kind of in the middle of the road, and he'll act as another nice roadblock for us. The AoE attacks on this, they also crit, it seems, so that's kind of rough. Let's get some Knights. I think we want to get some axe throwers up here. They'll put on a lot of early DPS to basically everyone that walks by. And we're just losing our hero over and over again. He's just in a bad spot. We need to get him out of there. And we're going to drop some fire in a second. These things are kind of brutal. Get him out of here. We're not going to leak, thank goodness. Necropolis have 20 skeletons active at the same time. It's pretty cool. And we can go for another Necromancer tower. Or we can get an Archmage tower. I think we can get an Archmage tower. Let's look how that changes the DPS. So they went up a bit in DPS. We have 4 Mage towers on the field. And I think here we want to get Assassins, and then down here we want to get Knights Templar. The Assassins being invisible is going to help with all of the... Yeah, we don't want him in there. Get out of there. Oh, he's actually getting hit by the Facehuggers. Okay. I didn't think that the Lords could get hit by the Lords. The heroes could get hit by the Facehuggers, but that's what's been killing him. I just kind of assumed it was the gorillas just mashing on him. That is not the case. And we'll get our barrages. Summon early. Let these guys stand in the fire. And you'll see there that used to cost 350 and now it costs 315. So a nice little upgrade for us. And we can look to get Pestilence rather, on this tower here. And that way you can kind of see what the effect looks like. We could also try and get Core Drill and hopefully one-shot the gorillas. But yeah, I think we need some Knights Templar to hold down this back line. And some Knights as well. Let's get some Assassins. And place this dude a little further back. And start giving them some of their abilities. But yeah, having these 2 dwarfs here, we would probably already have lost if they were not in position. And there we go. We'll get the final upgrade there on the range. And there's an upgrade we can get once we get enough stars that gives us a lower cooldown on all of the abilities of our Dwarven towers. I think those are fine to get. And we can also get Pestilence on that one. And we can upgrade our Crusaders. I like giving them the chance to cause bleed and giving them more health. They'll be able to stand up to just about anything now. Get Pestilence here. Hopefully we'll be able to clear these dudes out so much faster, but we're on wave 15. We should be just about done. We can get the weakness totem. Some more health on these dudes. 375 health is nothing to sneeze at. And the Holy Grail, which can keep them alive after death, is nice to have as well. So we put like a level and a half on our hero. That's pretty sweet. So 3 stars for us. We can get another upgrade. And the next level is also pretty sweet. And I think we're going to get a new tower in this level as well. So let's choose our upgrades wisely, and I think it's going to be Gnomish Tinkering. I said if I know the next level, and I think I do, we do get a new artillery tower in the next level, so having their special abilities have decreased reload times could be very strong. And we'll upgrade Blackthorn here. I kind of like getting him some more HP and increasing the strength of his AoE, that keg that he throws. Do we want to use someone different? Oh, we unlocked Deirdre. Okay, well let's take a look at Deirdre. She's someone I liked using in the mobile version. She can heal and revive units, which is strong. She gives a tower bonus damage 15% for 6 seconds. This is a pretty cool ability. So she doesn't just teleport like you see a lot of heroes do. Like, I mean, even Nivus teleports naturally. But she teleports and leaves behind an armor buff. She can also give herself an armor buff, which is nice. And you can increase her life. So let's try her. We'll get one of each ability, and we still have enough to increase the time range on her teleport and blessing.
Hallelujah!
This might not be a great map for her, but I mean we can always try it. So, okay, let me see real quick what the Iron Mode challenge is. So no barracks, no mage towers, just archers, and that. It's tempting to do this first, because then of course we'll get a star, but we'll probably also level her once. The limit is level 4 upgrades. So we can do something like this. And like that. And now we can actually jump in. Let's jump into the Iron Mode challenge. I won't do the heroic on camera. I'll do it in my free time to get us that extra star. But let's do this first. Hope to level her up, and then maybe as a level 5 hero, we'll take her into the next battle. And of course, they locked everything and gave us lots of Reapers, lots of Parasites. They made this tricky. They made it very tricky because they took all the best positions and they gave them to these guys.
Charge! For honor and glory, for the king.
Something like this.
Charge! Bullseye! Dodge this!
Time for target practice.
This is going to be a tough one. I do not remember if there's like a trick to this or what. But if we sell these, remember, we don't get any gold and we can't build them back. So we don't necessarily want to get rid of them, just because they're kind of like really crappy positions.
For honor and glory, for the king.
I am, however, tempted to sell this one. I feel like, man, we really want at least one dwarf, like right here or right here. But I don't think we can afford to get rid of any of these dudes. They did give us a lot of gold.
Time for target practice.
Want some? Get some!
And we've almost got enough to get the dwarf. So let's see how this shakes loose.
Join me!
I don't think this will be very good. So this has an increased damage buff. It's kind of substantial. And our little dudes here each have medium armor. So she gives them an increase to their armor, which is nice. And here goes our dwarf. We really need to make sure we kill the parasites so that they don't get onto our guys, which is why we're going to place them even further back.
Reinforce!
Say your prayers.
She doesn't do very much damage either, which is kind of rough. But she does use her buffs a lot. And we'll drop some fire on this Reaper. We don't want it to live and start chewing up all of our dudes. And we need to be very careful about how we allocate our gold right now.
To battle!
Yeah, having a stronger hero, I could already tell, would be helping us a lot here. And I don't think we're going to get this one, guys. It was worth a shot. There's definitely something we need to be doing differently here. That's okay. I'll figure it out in my off time. I think I already have a few ideas about how to beat that. But I think while we still have time today, we should jump into Mahua Urku. And I don't think we're going to use her. I might use her to go back and do some stuff. But I think for this level, let's use Alaric. Or Alric.
Blood and sand.
Take advantage of his sand warriors to help us block up some of the paths. And Mahua Urku. So let me read the campaign blurb for you guys. Cast your gaze upon the ancient city of Mahua Urku, home to the sinister man-eating tribe that has become our enemy. Hear the battle drums and dark shamanic chanting that emanate from its mountaintop perch. Feel the heat from that dangerous volcano. This is their place of power. To pursue our dreaded foe, we must first get through the Mahua forces surrounding the city. Good thing our dwarven engineers and their gnomish tinkerer cousins have cooked up a mighty mechanical surprise. So there you go. That's kind of the allusion to our new tower, which is probably the strongest tower in the game. And it's called the Battle Mecha T200. And it's a mobile, controllable artillery with a great rate of fire.
I have no fear.
And boy, is it strong. So we're not going to abandon the Dwarp. It's too kind of good of a tower for us to just forget about. But this thing, it has an ability that has like homing missiles, which is just something we just like can't ignore. Once you see how it takes effect, you'll understand why it's so strong. Checking my opening placements here.
King!
Here's to the king, baby.
Have at thee! Dodge this!
Fully loaded.
This is going to be very interesting because it's one of the few times where you're really going to build lots of artillery towers.
Archers ready?
Might and magic. Like a charm.
Charge! For honor and glory! Bullseye! Dodge this!
Let's try something like this. Some of these towers didn't need to be placed quite yet. They're mostly just me kind of mapping out placements in my head.
I have no fear.
But this should be fine.
Reinforce!
Blood and sand.
Gotta hate these dudes.
Till shade is gone. Stay frosty.
If we're close enough to them, Alaric will summon his sand warriors. They'll go and fight them and they'll take all the shots. Just need to get some upgraded towers ASAP. And I mean, this right here is why Alaric is so good.
To battle! Freedom!
I put a spell on you.
Clear them out. And we'll get some really strong forward towers.
Reinforce!
At least I would like to anyway. Let's bring Alaric down here. We can nuke the top wave and reinforce as needed. not giving them any targets.
To battle! Have at thee!
Blood and sand.
May have been a mistake calling early there, but hopefully we can get them in some sort of rain of fire situation real quick before they kill Alaric.
Gone. Stay frosty.
Reinforce charge! Archers ready!
And them having this like physical resistance right here is pretty terrible. Yeah, and I think I might have messed this up with my original placements. That's okay.
To battle!
Yeah, playing the new game a lot, and I'm gonna restart this, of course. But playing the new game a lot,
I have no fear.
you kind of learn to have. It kind of goes contrary to the previous 3 games in that a lot of times you find yourself beating the map with lots of unupgraded towers, and this is not a game where that is the case.
Till shade
You want to
is
have
gone.
some upgrades online beforehand.
Want some? Get some!
Hail to the king, baby.
For honor and glory! Bullseye!
Still like these
Might
placements
and
here.
magic. Like a charm.
Dodge this!
You know what, guys? I think I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna think about this in my free time and knock it out for you. But for today, I think I'm gonna call it. I've been recording for about a little over 30 minutes now, and I was just kind of remembering I have some things I need to do today, important personal type stuff, and I don't think I can like responsibly record for another half hour. So yeah, hopefully you understand that and know that I'll be bringing you some more content soon and probably later today. And guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Good Talk Gaming. You know, nobody's paying me to do this. I do this for free. I do it because I love the games and I want to share them with people that haven't experienced them yet. So, you know, forgive me if sometimes I need to kind of step away from the game for a moment and take care of some stuff. So, without any further ado, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.